The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
Best worst case scenario for the Green Bay Packers this year. Obviously, the best case scenario is the Aaron Rodgers fuck you tour part 2.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers comes back, doesn't skip a beat, he has a damn near MVP level season again, and I think that's probably more than likely what's going to happen. And then they have another late exit in the playoffs.
Yeah. Best case scenario for Green Bay. Don't worry. Make Aaron happy. That's all you have to do. Mm-hmm. Your derision of the Green Bay Packers is comical to me.
What do you mean?
You think there's no path of them winning a Super Bowl? You had to pick 5 teams as Green Bay won.
Sure.
Oh, you're waffling. Oh, just stick to your guns. You've been just gung-ho as shit about this.
You have said
repeatedly
that the Green Bay cannot win the Super Bowl.
You have said that repeatedly.
That they're not even contenders for the Super Bowl. I
didn't say that.
Yes.
100%
yes,
you
you
do.
have.
No,
yes, you have. I've sat right next to you and heard you say that.
100% you've said that. Frankly, if I mark the tape, I can find it. You have 100% said Green Bay's not a contender.
Okay. No, I don't think I put it that way, but I don't believe that they are a Super Bowl
Somebody
team.
in the comments, you guys watch all of the things. Put it there.
Yeah.
Because he's 100% said that.
I don't believe they are a Super Bowl team, no.
I do.
I don't. I think they're a really good team that will fall short in the playoffs like they generally always do.
I look at Green Bay as, if I had to bet a team to win their division, Green Bay's probably, if they're not one, they're very easily 2. Because I don't see anybody in this division that could win it other than them.
There's even a path where this division is kind of so up in the air that even if Aaron Rodgers doesn't play, they could sneak into the playoffs, even with Jordan Love at quarterback. I honestly think that way. I think that the team.
I don't, but you don't have to. I don't think it's a thing.
I'm just saying, as a team, I think they could just turn to just running the ball and doing whatever. I think that Green Bay definitely 100% has a chance to win the Super Bowl this year and make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, there's 100% away.
If you had to put a percentage on it, what would you put it?
I mean, a percentage of chance that they win it?
That they go to the Super Bowl. Just that they go to the Super Bowl.
I mean, I think this is kind of I don't want to say that. There's many teams I think will go to the Super Bowl. I mean, I think there's like 4 teams that can make it to the Super Bowl from the NFC. So I guess would have to say 25%.
25%.
Right? I mean, because
I don't think it's.
If we're using math.
If you told me we played the season 100 times, I'd say Tampa Bay makes it to the Super Bowl 30 times. Green Bay does 25, the Rams do 25, and the 49ers do 18. And then 2 random dipshits sneak in and they shouldn't.
The Washington Redskins.
No, the football team.
Yeah, we can't say that.
See, now you got me doing it. Hold on. You said it, and I just piggybacked, and now you got me doing it.
I did it on purpose.
Jesus.
Hold on. So I just pulled NJ.com has the Super Bowl odds.
Yeah.
The St. Louis Cardinals are plus 4,000 to win the Super Bowl. I feel like that's a bad bet. I don't think I would make that. Yeah, they're a fucking baseball team.
What in the world is
just throwing that out there? It's on my look. St. Louis Cardinals plus 4,000.
No shit, yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, they messed that one up.
I believe they meant the Arizona Cardinals.
Bill Collins, welcome into the conversation here.
I feel like it's a 5% chance that they make the Super Bowl. I really do. Just because they are a team that continues to get in there and they, for whatever reason, just can't get it done. It's like the New Orleans Saints. Same thing. It's not that they're a bad team. They are a really good team that falls apart when the chips are on the table. And to me, that's where the Green Bay Packers fall in. So, yes, I remember asking y'all if the championship window was closed. Because I believe it is.
I don't.
I don't.
I don't believe, and
believe
Rob Johnson said it in the comments, he's been saying for a year that he never thinks Aaron Rodgers wins another Super Bowl in Green Bay, and I agree.
I also think that your love for Tampa Bay does not have you thinking anybody else in the world can make the Super Bowl. But
He remembers the most recent thing he's seen.
No, I got Tampa Bay, I got the LA Rams, and I got the San Francisco 49ers. Those are the
quarterback, new quarterback, injury-prone quarterback. There is 100% a path that the Green Bay Packers wind up in the Super Bowl and win it. Because I think you are about to see a version of Aaron Rodgers on a fuck you tour that you've never seen before. Because now it's not just I've been disrespected, now it's I'm pissed.
Yeah.
And he wants to prove that he is the Green Bay Packers.
Because the
fan base is somewhat turned on him.
That's what I'm saying. They've kind of the turning of the fan base against Aaron Rodgers. I feel like he's blaming the front office for that, and I think he's going to go out, and I think that's going to be the motivating factor, and they're going to love him again.
The thing about Aaron Rodgers that you have to remember is that legacy has always been a thing to him. He watched what happened with Favre. I'm just telling you, he's going to. And I like some of these pieces better than I like them. It'll come to me. The receiver they finally did draft, Amari Rodgers. I like him. There's just a lot of things that I like about this team. I think they're going to be able to score points. I like the defense. I think your derision of the Packers is misguided. If you told me right now I had to pick 3 teams from the NFC to make the Super Bowl, they're my 2.
You call it derision, I call it living in reality.
No.
They just don't get there.
No, Tampa Bay, you don't get to say living in reality. And you know why? Because we have this on our fucking board.
Fire them cannons. By golly, put more powder in those things.
Look at your
got
shirt.
a ring.
That's last year. And that's your pewter colored glasses catching you. It is hard to go back to the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Yeah,
it is.
Especially when your quarterback is old enough to be my dad.
Well, I mean,
quite, but close.
I was going to say.
Look,
even getting into some pants early, you know what I'm saying?
Look, if Brady was a young pimp, he could have been my dad because he's only 10 years, because he's 10 full years older than me. He was a little.
Still seems a little early.
If he was a little playground player, then just throwing this out there.
So obviously, Aaron Rodgers is their best case scenario.
Of course.
And then what do we look at for their worst case scenario? Obviously.
Oh, it's real easy.
Yeah.
Who is Jordan Love?
Yeah. Jeopardy called, and you're stuck with Jordan Love. And
by the way, this is not going to happen.
No, of course.
I'm not talking about Aaron not playing. I'm talking about what if something happens to Aaron. Oh. Worst case scenario is injury, hold out, whatever. I don't think he's going to hold out. I don't think it's going to be a problem.
I don't either.
Worst case scenario is what if he's not your quarterback for 17 games? Because Jordan Love is bad. I've talked to beat writers that have watched it. Decision making is slow, just like I said when I watched the film on him out of Utah State. That is the worst case scenario. If Aaron Rodgers plays, there's no way they don't win 12 games. There's no way they don't win a game in the playoffs.
Agreed.
There's no way they are not one of the last 4 teams left in the NFC.
Agreed.
No shot. If Aaron Rodgers plays 17 games. Conversely, I heard one of you say you think they could be a borderline playoff team with Jordan Love.
Well, that was with an idea of that Aaron plays games, gets hurt, and I think that the Green Bay Packers team is better than we think it is without Aaron Rodgers, because I think there's a path to where they just change what they do. I think they can run
a lot.
They can run the ball a lot. That's what I'm saying. I think that the team is good enough to, and in that division too, you know what I mean? I think they could still win some games with Jordan Love. I'm not saying if Jordan Love's going with them they make the playoffs and he's the quarterback in the playoffs, I think they can do anything. I'm saying I think the team is good enough to ride the ship if Aaron Rodgers misses a couple games where they can still kind of make the playoffs. That's kind of where I'm going with it. If he's the quarterback 17 games of the season, they're going to be probably a 6 or 7 win team.
I could see them being a borderline playoff team without him. I mean, limit the damage that Jordan Love can do to you. Lean on Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. I don't know about that offensive line. Jeremy, you're the offensive line guy. Do you think the offensive line can block well enough to make this a heavy run offense?
I like the left side. It's the right side that scares me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bakhtiari and Jenkins on the left side I like a lot.
Yeah.
Billy Turner is there's good, there's bad.
Right.
And it's hard to replace an all-pro
I look at
center.
this team. If you told me Jordan Love was the quarterback of this team, again, I can't emphasize this enough. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't see how they win more than 5 games. That's how big of. Who do they beat? Look at the schedule.
Okay. All right.
Look at the schedule.
Okay.
At New Orleans. No, first game of his life. No shot. Beat Detroit. Then you play San Francisco, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. You'd win that one. At Chicago, Washington football team. At Arizona, at Kansas City, Seattle, Minnesota, LA Rams. Who the fuck do they beat?
Yeah, that'd be rough.
Yeah.
I mean, they would be 2-10 going into the bye.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd have some close games in there, but yeah, they probably wouldn't
Now,
win many of those.
let's move away from hypothetical bullshit that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, I think, is Aaron plays. There's an era of contention in Green Bay.
Okay.
And things get sideways with him and LaFleur, and they have to make a decision at the end of the year. And Aaron Rodgers would lose that.
Yeah.
And I firmly believe that. And I think that very well could happen. I think Aaron Rodgers could be looking at this going, this is the farewell tour for Green Bay.
This is what I think when people are misguided of what they're talking about, Aaron Rodgers not playing another down for Green Bay. I don't think that's the fact. I think what they need to be saying, this is the last year that he's going to be a Green Bay Packer regardless. I think that there's no way the Green Bay Packers will want to go, and especially if happens like what you say, and they don't even make it to the Super Bowl. If they win the Super Bowl, it's going to be hard to do that.
That's kind of my point.
doubt.
Yeah, but
that's my point with Aaron Rodgers. I think he knows the only way that I don't get a one-way ticket out of town at the end of the year is I win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Then you can't get rid of me.
Yeah.
Then I'm a hero in Green Bay. Now the whole fan base is on my side because I brought you a ring.
Right.
And then they can be as insufferable as he has been for the last 7 months.
Right.
And you can't get rid of it. And I think he knows that.
And then I think anything short of a Super Bowl ring is going to be Aaron's last year. And it would be wise, I think, if he wants out of there. Aaron Rodgers has a really good year, another fuck you tour MVP year, and he doesn't win the Super Bowl, you still probably can get something in return for him. I don't think you're going to get anything right now. That's the problem. There wasn't a market because I don't think anybody would actually they're not going to get rid of him. But I think going into next year, I think once they see the market, there will be a team that is a quarterback away from winning a Super Bowl, kind of like a Tampa Bay was a couple years ago, and they're going to go. That's the team that will go to Aaron Rodgers.
If Aaron Rodgers plays, worst case scenario, maybe they have a few more controversial field goal calls at the end of close games. 10 wins. That's the absolute worst case. With everybody playing.
With Aaron, worst case scenario, I'd say 11-6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jason Trump said in the comments, "I think Green Bay wants to be over this drama and they don't know how to do it." I'm going to give you an analogy because I really like analogies. This has become like a shitty marriage, but you have kids and houses and businesses and all of these things that are intertwined, and it would be way more expensive for you to move on than it would be to just fucking deal with it.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, the good's still good. The bad is we throw plates at each other and the neighbors call the cops. That's where the Packers are. However, there is one thing that can always mend a broken heart, and that's money. And maybe that's the old school red as hell Republican capitalist in me. And you know what money is in the NFL? Winning.
Yeah.
They go to a Super Bowl, guess what? Everybody's all hunky-dunky at the end of this year. And Gutekunst and Rodgers and LaFleur, and they'll all be on a float and holding hands and, woo, go Pack go!
Drinking past blue ribbon and just pounding.
And Aaron Rodgers knows that. And that's why I won't be shocked in any way if the Green Bay Packers win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The one move that you could make right now to make this team better.
Go get a fucking receiver. Any. I don't care who it is.
Yep.
Not Devin Funchess.
Oh, God, he's so bad.
Because I like Amari Rodgers. I like him as a 4. The Lazard King is a headache. Marquez Valdez-Scantling he's like knowing shit about the Clintons. You just know it's not going to work. It's going to end bad. If you count on it, it's going to end bad.
Yeah.
The question is, who could you go get? I thought they should have been contenders on Julio Jones. I know the money. I get it.
Right.
I still would have found a way. Because you need the dude on the opposite side of the ball.
I think that could have mended a lot of fences. I think if they could have got Julio Jones, I think that would have guaranteed, even though I already believe that he's playing, I think it would have guaranteed him to be there.
The problem for them is I don't think that guy's out there.
Well, let's take a look.
Golden Tate, he's about the best name.
Golden Tate's going to end up in the AFC South. I can't tell you with what team, but he's going to end up in the AFC South.
I've heard Indianapolis a lot.
It's either going to be the Colts or it's going to be the Tennessee Titans.
There's nobody to go out and get, I don't think.
Kenny Stills is still available. He's not awesome.
I'll roll with what I got.
I would have Kenny Stills over Devin Funchess any day of the week. Mm-hmm. That's at least somebody's name.
But okay, so obviously Devontae Adams is the one. Alan Lazard's the two. You just stopped me when you would slot in Kenny Stills.
Now.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling?
Now.
Before.
Yes.
Okay.
By the way, the answer is Alshon Jeffrey.
Yeah.
You take
take
cheap flyer on a big guy that big possession receiver. That's the answer. Mm-hmm. It's been the answer for a long time. Problem is, Alshon Jeffrey's knee is in about the same shape as
Conor
a
McGregor's
napkin
leg.
after. I was going to say a napkin after a buffet run from Tank, but just shambles.
Man, I want to eat a buffet now. Should we go to a buffet for lunch? Let's take out the afternoon and go for a buffet for lunch, guys.
I've got a lot to do.
Yeah, I don't feel like taking a 4-hour nap between shows.
Damn it!
I've got a lot to do today.
My one move for this team is to beef up your interior linebacking core. It's the only real hole, I think, on the defense. I think everything else is fine, but to me, I don't know. Could you slot?
See, I feel like you already did that with Devondre Campbell.
Yeah.
You took the high upside flyer on a guy. I don't know where you're going to go with that. Because you got to find a guy that plays in a 3-4. I mean,
right.
Hey, you know what? If the Jets are willing to come off C.J. Mosley, more power to them. Go
See, I was thinking Avery Williamson. Avery Williamson with this defense, I feel like that could make them a little better.
I like Avery Williamson. He's not an every down player.
Yeah.
He's not. I mean, it's fine. To me, it's putting lipstick on a pig. But that's, I would rather just roll with what I got.
Quan Alexander. But he's
I never liked him in the 3-4.
kind of gassed.
I just never liked him in the 3-4. I feel like he was one of those guys that could throw up tackles, and I felt like if you watched the games, you saw that there were massive deficiencies in the game.
Yeah.
Over the course of the last year.
Mm-hmm. To me, it's a really good team. It's not a whole lot of places to add, except for wide receiver, maybe inside linebacker, defensive tackle. Maybe you get another lineman on the defensive side. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I like the team. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be fine. I just don't think it's going to be a championship run. Well, because it doesn't, it hasn't happened in 10 years now.
I know.
And they get so close. They never finish the job. We are live in the Wicked Weed studio, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different.